Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in podcast land. Brendan Cunningham, the real estate doctor here at EXP. Got Matt Paul with me. Not going anywhere that Matt Paul is not going to be here because we're going to tell you about all the things that you need to know. So, real estate-wise, things are happening, yes?
Yeah, yep, still busy. Our market, we're seeing
Tell me, what's going on?
A lot of new listings in Western New York. Multiple offers we're still seeing. We are seeing inspections. That's almost happening on all the listings that I've just sold. We have, the rates are dipping and stuff, but the buyers are out there.
It's interesting. You say you have inspections on just about all the properties you're selling now.
Yep.
That's something.
That's different from what we've been
used to. It is different. You
Yeah.
say, get the hell out of here with your inspection, right?
Yep.
So there may be a little, I don't want to say softness, but softening.
Yes, it is. Yep. And I think that that's a good thing.
Not a bad thing.
When inspections, you couldn't, put an inspection in a deal or else you'd lose the deal. That's not fair, in my opinion.
Well,
I think we should be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have the luxury of time sometimes.
No. But how many clients have you heard, or people, maybe not your clients, that have waived an inspection and are having issues? So it is a thing.
Yeah, in the imperfect world, that's really less than a perfect solution.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
I noticed some numbers, and I noticed the year before, not this year, but year over year, the year before, closings were about running 7% higher year over year. Now about 3% higher, but now it's changing.
Yep.
I mean, we're starting to reascend the staircase here.
Yep.
And I noticed another number, and I want to synchronize my watch here. Okay. In 1 minute, something's going to happen, but we'll come back. Okay. So, what else is going on?
Let's see. So we still have a bunch of festivals. It's got the
festival.
What's coming up is Erie County Fair. So
Erie County Fair.
When that comes, that's usually marks the end of the summer, right?
It really does. Yeah. The fair. It's fair time,
Yeah.
but we have a week or two, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's mid-August, but we're in August. So
we're in August, first week of August, and what are you going to do?
Our weather's been great, though.
Great weather, beautiful weather, and one of the things we did talk to you about, and we've sort of warned you about, is sometimes there's a little bit of a softening in the market because agents aren't around.
Yes.
We have a very short summer here, and even agents like to go on vacation. I just heard there was a very dapper man downstairs in our office talking about he was going on vacation.
Yes.
Exhibit A for the defense.
Yep.
Everyone looks to get out of that because we run out of time too.
Yeah, well, and it's a short window of having nice weather. So if you want to do something outside, go camping, go to a nice place, go by the water, you got to do it in summer, right?
And you found a nice little day trip.
Yeah. Well,
that people don't know about.
We're
going to tell you about it.
Yeah, Put-in Bay. So I've never been there. I had friends that have told me about it for a while. It's north of Sandusky, Ohio, which is where Cedar Point is.
Yep.
So it's 4.5 hour, I guess, drive, and then you take a little ferry, to an island that's in Lake Erie, and it's just a secluded island that has all sorts of events and car shows, and I guess there's a butterfly exhibit, and
somebody calls it the Florida Key West of the North. Key West. It's cool to know about.
Yeah.
We are so fortunate in that where we live right here, you are literally within 1 hour of an awesome day trip anywhere.
Yeah.
However, you go a couple of more hours, there's so many things.
Yeah.
You're right in that little corridor there where things.
Yeah, there's a lot of
options.
Yep. I mean, and then even Toronto's only an hour.
Okay. My minute went by and I forgot to stop.
Yep.
8 houses got sold in that minute. Nationally. So during the course of this show, it's a 20-minute show. There's going to be 160 houses that get sold somewhere.
Yep.
So if you think people aren't buying houses, they're buying houses.
Yeah.
And if you want to sit on the sidelines, again, we warn you about that. You can do it. This is America.
Yeah.
But are you really helping yourself? Probably not.
No, most likely not. From what we've seen, rates aren't going to drop and the bottom's not going to fall out. And that's what you're waiting for.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Inventory levels around here, I think, are going to remain what they are because of how many buyers and the demand.
Yeah.
We're just not building fast enough to catch up with it. So
and even if we are building, we're building in the wrong price category.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. They got to build in the upper price category. So when we talk about affordable housing for the guy coming into the market, the first time buyer, the builders aren't touching it.
No,
nothing to do with it. Not here, at least.
No.
Okay, so other things. Why do people look to work with an agent? Well, hopefully they're looking for things like their skill sets.
Yep.
Skills and expertise, I think, are the two big bugaboos.
Yep.
I mean, there's a million agents out there, and why you over somebody else? I mean, I would go to you for your skills and expertise. But more specific information something that put me on the map and continues to put us on the map
Yeah.
is we're resources. We're not just real estate agents looking to make a sale. We're resources.
Your connections.
Example, I know people, but sometimes I don't know enough people, and I'll say to somebody in my network, and I said to the person that was closest to me in my network, I said, listen, I need a handy guy. I'm running out of handy guys. The problem with handy guys is a good handy guy worth their weight in platinum.
Yes.
And once they really get known, you can't get them anymore because they're busy.
Yep.
So it's the hot commodity. I need a good handy guy that's willing to do little jobs.
Yes.
There's the big jobs, and everyone says, no job too small. And then they said, yeah, I can't do this.
Exactly. Yep.
Thank God, Matt Paul, I said, and he sent me a guy.
Yep.
I love this guy. Can I mention his name?
Yeah.
Rob Felix.
Yep.
He did a great job. It was a small job. I just needed a couple of treads replaced on my stairs on my outside deck. Wasn't having any of it. And and he showed me. He said, yeah, you really need to redo these things. And we redid the whole thing. It was wonderful. I'm standing on those stairs. I'm walking down. There could be a major earthquake. Those stairs are still going to be there.
Solid, right?
Solid.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was more money than I wanted to spend. It was less money than if I had got to somebody else.
Yep.
And you know that what they talk about, the thrill of a happy purchase is better than the price, or something like that. It's long remembered after the price.
Better than you hurting yourself trying to do.
Oh my God! Oh my God! And he had a call on it. Yeah. So.
And he has all the tools.
They have the tools. See, I don't have the tools. Yeah. So we know guys, and you say, well, I'm buying a brand new house. I don't need. You always need people.
Yeah.
I mean, Anzi's got a list. Yeah. You can go on and get a guy. You don't know those guys from a hole in the wall. No. I'd rather say, is this a good guy? This is a good guy. This is a guy you want.
Word of mouth referrals.
Word of mouth referrals.
That's the way to go.
BNI is all based on word of mouth referrals. It's the most successful networking group in the world. I used to be a member. It was great. I'd love to be a member again. To tell you the truth. Yep. It's hard for a real estate guy to get in there. Yeah. It's the first seat to go. Yeah, exactly. Because they know
and they only take one.
And they only take one. But they know you're the guy that needs resources.
Yep.
So we have that.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So the vendor list, we call it, right?
And then we have the vendor list. I go to my vendor list, and I've gotten a number of. The one thing is those handy guys, man. They get consumed.
Yes, they really do. Yeah, because once a couple people start knowing that they're good, like right, you're gonna be your guy.
Stop! You're killing it. Rob's my new guy. Just as long as I can hold him. Yeah. But there was one guy, Jerry Maguire.
Oh, the movie?
But there was a guy on our list, Jerry Maguire. He was the best. He was so good. But he's bagged it now, and he's off to Florida. He says, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yep. And that's what happened. I mean, I have to refresh my list at least yearly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking people
But we got a list.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I give
who do you know who?
Yep. I give it to all my sellers, my buyers, like right away. Here you go. If you guys need anything.
It's the best Christmas present or closing gift you could ever get is when if we're willing to part with the list.
Yes. Exactly.
We usually like to give it to you a little bit at a time. But so Jerry, I think he's actually fully retired now. I said, Jerry, you go to Florida, you'll be a god.
Oh, down there.
I mean, down there.
Oh.
If you're a handy, if you don't think you can make a gazillion dollars as a handy guy, you are out of your mind.
Yeah, seriously.
The old guys don't want to do anything. Yep. I know. I'm becoming an old guy, and I don't want to do anything anymore. I want to say, you get up there. Yeah. I don't want to do it.
Yep.
So, and I'm willing to pay for it. And that's
what you have to do.
Yeah. But yeah, the resource. We are a resource to our people.
Yep. I'm glad that worked out for you.
I love that there's a line in Lawrence of Arabia with Anthony Quinn, and he says, I'm a poor man. He says, I do this. He says, but to my people, I am a river to my people. So we want to be a river to you as not just a client, we want you doing the whole life cycle of the purchase of the house.
Yep.
Because you're going to need some fix-ups.
Yeah, or you're going to want to renovate, or
you're going to want to renovate,
or add a dishwasher, whatever it is. There's so many little things that you think about after not having it. Right? You buy something, you're excited, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, like every house that you've owned, you've realized I need this.
The average consumer invests $7,700 a year, first year, on stuff. Okay. And it's probably stuff that they weren't anticipating.
So that's not including furniture.
Nope.
Okay, that's a no-brainer.
Furniture. They can't afford furniture because they got to move the plumbing into it.
Yeah.
But so and that's an average. I mean, but something I usually like to warn people of. They don't take this warning. No one takes this warning. I said, before you do anything, live in the house a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to change your mind. And that room that you wanted to paint pink, let it sit for a while. And 3 months from now, you say, yeah, pink's maybe not the right color for this room.
Yeah.
And then you make a decision accordingly. But otherwise, you're going to plunge in there, and you're going to start doing stuff, and you're not going to know who to call.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what? You can. Angie's list is probably a good list. So I'm not saying it's not good or not good, but it certainly people use
The
it.
Better Business Bureau is probably a
Better-
good thing to check.
Yeah,
you know.
good things, but it's.
okay.
I always like this.
Yes.
Who do you know?
Yeah, well,
I'm going right to my source, which is my agent.
Yep.
And that's the kind of service I think your agent should be be with you.
Absolutely.
And there's no law, there's no mandate saying that they should. I think it's just good common business sense.
Yep.
We want to be your account representative for your whole family.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And one of the failings I think in the real estate business is a lot of times, especially newer agents, they want to sell a house. And they want to sell another house.
They want to get to the next one.
And they want to sell another house, as opposed to selling a house and getting that guy's brother to do business
Or
with
building
you.
that relationship.
You build a relationship. So my mother's looking to sell her house. She wants to go to Florida. So now I get the whole thing. And just
I love it when past clients call me and just ask me a question. Well, you know, what's if I did this? What would bring value?
Yeah,
or, you know,
we don't have to make the cash register ring every time.
No.
That's
Thank
not
you for thinking of me.
Thank you for saying. I'm happy you called me.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what? Good question.
Yep.
And you know what? The answer is going to surprise you because it's not a common sense answer.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
So much of this is common sense, but sometimes it's what I like to call. This is really highly counterintuitive.
Yes.
I know you think because your house didn't sell, if I raise the price, that will attract more buyers. It could happen, but it's a little counter.
Yeah. It's probably not going to work out in your favor.
That's my way of saying, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
What are you smoking? Stop it.
Yeah.
Let's raise the price. It's been on the market for 3 years. It didn't sell for $300. Make it $400.
Yeah.
Could it work? Yeah, it could. But the spaceship hasn't landed yet.
And rolling the dice like that, I don't know if I.
Come on, baby. We have casinos everywhere. Go there. Go there and lose your money.
Yeah, your odds are better there.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things are happening, and so we get to this sort of right around the end of August. Even the agents need to take vacay. And sometimes it's tough to find an agent.
But I find that that's one of the better times because it does slow down. Now, people, if you want to...
There's some opportunities here because there's fewer buyers in the market. Why? Because their agents on vacation.
Yes, and the buyers themselves are maybe having a kid that goes to
Yeah,
college.
they
Right now, people are getting ready to take their kids to college. And then any last-minute vacations in the summer, this is the time when you go, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's that's why I travel in August if I do.
Yeah,
you know,
and most of the agents, that's when they take their time.
And it's just a long weekend. I'm not going for a week.
You know what? And for years, I never actually took vacations. I would just do long weekends.
Yeah, and that's
and
it helps, you know.
Well, you know, I was in more of a managerial position. I didn't want to be away too long, so because unfortunately, you need to be around.
Absolutely.
You got to watch the troops.
Yep, absolutely, especially in this business. Yep.
I'm a movie buff, and one of my other favorite lines is in the movie A Bronx Tale. Love that movie. With Chaz Palminteri, he says, "Listen, he says I can live anywhere. Says, you know why I live in this neighborhood? Availability. You got to be available.
Yeah, has to. Yep.
Out of sight, out of mind. That's when things get weird because you just do. And one of the things I'm working with, we're both certified mentors. I have a guy that I'm mentoring. A good guy. He's got a great house on the market in North Buffalo. So, and you know, I talk to him. I hang with him, and I'm trying to teach him kind of the art of the deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this. Almost none of these questions can be done with yes and no.
No.
It's well, yes, but this is what happens.
Yes.
You get a tree chart.
Yep.
And no, but this is what happens. So choose wisely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so he's going to be working because he's just starting out.
Yeah.
And he needs to build his book of business. So he'll be around.
The grind.
Some of the guys that have a few bucks, they're going to take some time off, and that's okay. You earned your time off. Rates are what they are.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, they're fluctuating up and down. You know, I think every other week they go up and then they go down. Still above 6, still around 6.5.
And the new one I'm looking at, the cost of barrels of oil.
Yeah.
And I kid people, and I was listening on the radio as I'm driving, and I said, and the oil is now at $87 a barrel. I said, son of a gun! I should have bought last week. I could have bought that same barrel for $82. I said, I just don't know where I'm going to store all these barrels.
Thing, yeah. Well, the
But-
pumps, they're not going down. The prices are the same.
I know. But $82. That was a deal for
Yeah.
a barrel of a whole barrel.
Whole barrel. Yeah.
You know, forget the beer.
I know.
What do you got? We got oil.
Right.
So,
The hot commodity.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but the price, it'll work its way up. I will say one thing. I have one bugaboo on this Fauci thing.
Oh, yeah.
It has
we
nothing to
gotta
do with real
talk
estate.
about
I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know, I don't think he was a bad guy when he first started out, but I think he evolved into a bad guy.
Yeah, it's easy to get corrupted.
And you know what? It happens, and unfortunately, you know, is he going to go to jail? I don't think this guy's ever going to see a day of jail. However, he's 85. I don't wish evil on anybody.
No.
However, his lot in life for the remaining portion of his life, whatever it's going to be, 5-10 years, is going to be miserable.
Mhm.
Because, first of all, he's been disgraced in what he does.
Yep.
These people are kind of onto the whole thing.
Yep.
And now they're going to start suing him statewide.
Yeah.
So he can have the presidential party, he can do all that stuff, but he's going to be in court for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the lawyer's going to eat him alive. Any money that he may have made,
Yep.
It's what it is. He's going to just have a bad run at the end of his life.
Yeah. And then lose a lot of credibility for all the good work.
Yeah, I mean, at the bare minimum, you know, he got too big for his bridges, and the worst, I mean, he's kind of a mass murderer.
Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I think of the town of Bergamo outside of Milano. About 20,000 people, beautiful, beautiful little town, and they lost 10,000 people.
Yeah.
They were stacking them up like cordwood. People couldn't go to the funerals and all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right, wrong, or indifferent, was he responsible? Well, if you created the Frankenstein monster here and it got out of your lab, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
If you didn't create him, he wouldn't have got out of the lab and done damage.
Yeah.
So-
Yep.
That's my pontification on that. You
Yep.
can write us all sorts of letters, say I'm an idiot. Fine. But I did think it was curious that Face the Nation, which I watch religiously, didn't mention a word about it last week. Now you could say, well, the story broke on Thursday. Maybe they had the show in the can already.
Yeah.
They better mention something this week.
Yeah. You think so?
Because otherwise there's going to be people insinuating that the news is somehow managed.
Oh, well, that isn't obvious. I don't know what else is.
One of the first things I learned in the communications class, Marshall McLuhan. The medium is the message, and the New York Times is all the news that's fit to manage,
Mm-hmm.
not to protect.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
but
So
see
read
that as
wisely, everyone.
see that as nice. So our show is just about over here.
Yeah.
We did our 20-minute show,
Oh, yeah.
and 120, what,
60. 160.
168
Yeah.
times, eight
Yeah.
times. 160 houses got sold. Well, we were just jibber jabbering,
Yep.
talking about resources and interest rates and should you buy now and what the hell is your agent doing because I can't find him.
Yeah. Yep. So don't get off the couch. Don't wait any longer.
Okay.
Time is happening.
All right.
Please like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for tuning into our show. Let us know if there's anything you want to talk
I love when he says that. And remember, I'm Brendan Cunningham, the real estate doctor here at EXP, and together we are those real estate guys.